welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things. Wolves 2, Everton 0 in the Carabao Cup, a normal Carabao Cup exit for Everton. It's normally done in a frustrating manner by an underperformance, and that's what's happened tonight. And we've gone out to a team that has not won a Premier League game this season. And we've done it frustratingly without too much of a fight, and that's the real thing. I'm really disappointed that we did not look like a football team for the majority of that game. We looked like we're just kicking a ball anywhere. There's no build-up play, there was no threat, and we have been so much better this season. Okay, two of our players who get us playing weren't in the starting 11, but it's really frustrating, and both goals were terrible goals to give away. And if you're going to give up goals that cheaply, then there's nothing down for you, really, is there, in games? Because how do you can't keep coming from behind. We're a team that doesn't score goals anyway, really, and you're giving cheap goals away, and you get what you deserve, and they've got what they deserve tonight, and they're out of a cup competition, and that's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. First thing I'm going to talk about is changes for change's sake, and I think that's what the manager's done tonight. I think he's got it wrong. Look, I love David Moyes. I think it's on record enough times to say that. I think he's done a brilliant job since he took back over at Everton. I think we've been excellent, miles better. Football's been miles better. We have more of a threat. We've got a better team. But that tonight was really poor, and I think he has to hold his hand up there. He's made some changes that I don't agree with tonight. I didn't agree with Coleman coming in at left back, pointless to me. That I love Seamus as well, unbelievable servant, but he shouldn't have been playing at left back tonight. Adam Asnew should be in, or play someone who's actually going to play at left back for us. Seamus is never playing at left back in the Premier League for Everton, in my opinion. He's just not. And so Asnew should have got it, the nod. I think putting Mark Travers in goal, Pickford really should be there. If you're trying to get through and convince everyone you're serious about winning it. Dibbling was in, no issue with that. Barry was in, no issue with that. Alcaraz was in, no issue with that. But then the problem where it falls down is those lads who are coming in haven't taken the chance either. People have been screaming for Dwight McNeil. Well, he didn't cover himself in any glory tonight. I wanted Alcaraz to get a go. He didn't cover himself in any glory tonight. Tierno Barry had a poor game tonight. But I just think there's got to be a solidity there to that team. And I think maybe we've just been done again by players not being up to speed. Dibbling, maybe just not up to speed to start. And I don't know, the manager will obviously say he's got to give players minutes. I understand that. I think I've said that myself, personally, trying to give it. But I understand people who wanted Everton to go mainly full strength tonight to try to get through, because they can see a path where you get through. But you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, and the worry is exactly what happened tonight. You make all of these changes, and then the players come in and underperform. And then, I think the biggest thing, and probably the most terrifying thing, is when Idrissa Gana Gueye doesn't play. We have no sort of real shape about us. We can't go and get the ball back the way we do, and we've got to hope Merlin Roll gets up to speed quickly. Obviously, it's disappointing he wasn't available tonight. We get up to speed quickly, and he can sort of negate Garner's absence, which will be 7-8 games, I think, maybe in December and January, which is a big chunk. So yeah, food for thought, I think, for the manager there in terms of changes and who is a viable option to come into the team. We'll wait and see. Second thing, that cup I hate. I think I said this last year when we went out to Southampton on penalties. I think I said the same thing. I just hate that cup. No matter what happens in it, we go out. You know, I think I said it today. It was someone asked me today, if you're a Liverpool fan, asked me today, you know, what do you reckon tonight? You're going to go strong and all that, think you can win? And you find yourself going, well, we normally find a way to get knocked out of it. You know, whatever it is, whoever we play, we make it difficult for us. And we've done it my whole life. You know, we got to a Milk Cup final once. We got to a couple of semi-finals in it. Other than that, it's been generally crap. And we've gone out on penalties a few times in it. We've underperformed millions of times in it. And it's still happening now. And we've had different managers. We've had different players. The outcome always is the same. And I don't know how you change it. I don't know whether Hadjuk split have cursed that as well. I'm not sure. But it feels like someone's cursed it because we're rubbish in it every year. No matter what we do, we are rubbish in that competition. And so, as much as I'm absolutely furious with that display, because I am, it was way below par, way below par, I should really just step back and think, what does it matter? We're like that every year. You know, we're like that every year. We could probably have an elite team and still go out in it. I remember us as a kid, the year we won the league in 84, 85, we were unbelievable. And we had Grimsby Town at home. We were unbelievable. I think we had 32 attempts at goal to 1 and we got beaten the last minute. So it really, the writing should have been, you know, this was sort of the next season after losing the Milk Cup final to Liverpool with a handball, which we didn't get either. So it was happening back then as well. That probably should have set me up for life with this competition. That we don't have any good fortune in it, we're rubbish in it. It's never changed. So there you go. I just hate it. I hate it. Dear me, dear me. And the third and final thing I'm going to talk about is our centre forwards. Neither of them are doing anywhere near enough. And David Moyes and the coaching staff have got the work cut out with these two, because they're going to have to get them to step it up. They're going to have to get them stepping it up. And again, I've said it a few times, like on live shows and stuff, I feel like we need a striker coach. I think they both need work done on their natural game. I think Tierno Barry is getting wound up by defenders who are grappling and shoving them off the ball, because obviously it's a little bit more contact in Spain. Well, you've got to grow up and get used to that quickly, mate, because that's what the Premier League is like. You will get centre-halves in this league and generally yard dogs who will shove you and push you and things like that. You've got to come to terms with it. You've got to be better. Your movement's got to be better. You've got to get yourself between the posts. When you're winning headers, there's got to be an end product to them. And for Beto, it's about movement. It's about killing the ball, being able to control the ball, getting himself between the two posts. Barry getting between the two posts, and then natural finishing. So I have no faith that either of our strikers would have gone through the way Solo Arachidari went through and just dinked it over the goalkeeper. Now, they could prove me wrong, and I hope they do many times this season, but right now I feel like the pair of them would have snatched at that chance, whereas he's just dinked it over the keeper. So there's work to be done with them. We need goals. We don't score anywhere near enough goals. And I guess this was some people's fear. I always thought we probably need another striker in the window and we let Chimiti go. And that's a different story. But what I mean is we had 4 strikers last season and we've gone down to 2. One is hit and miss and the other one's a young lad coming into a different league. And I just wondered if there was another one we should have gone and grabbed. I know David Moyes has sort of let on that it'd be Illiman and Jai or Tyler Dibbling. That's a strange one to me at the moment, but it'd be and Jai who would go through the middle, but he's a totally different player than Beto and Arachidari. Beto and Barry, rather. So it's an interesting one because Everton might need to address this in January, because we just don't, as a team, we don't score goals. Midfield players don't score goals. You know, made up Dewsbury Hall's off the mark, but we need him getting 6 or 7, 8. James Garner is off the mark, but from left back. He's got to get goals. Irabunam's an attacking midfield player in there, has got to get on the end of things. Jack Grealish has got to weigh in with goals. this is what it's like. The centre-backs have got to start scoring goals. It's not happening. It's a team that just hasn't got goals in it. So we need our strikers to start firing, and extra little bits. It might just be the 1% that we have to grab here and there, which helps. And I think if I'm David Moyes, I'd be looking to bring a striker coach in, maybe just a couple of sessions a month. Analyse what they're doing, go through some stuff with them, real specialised work. Hopefully we can get a little bit extra out of both of them, and they can start scoring enough goals to turn games like this. But tonight is really, as you can probably tell, I'm really, really down over it. I shouldn't be. Should be well experienced enough at this that it's just one of them. Yeah, we got beat again. Move on. But it's really frustrating when you just sit down to watch that and they perform as badly as that. It's really, really frustrating. But there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'm probably overreacting, but I just feel a bit pissed off with that. So see you later.